Hi there, Spanish Grammar Guy here to help you with your Spanish grammar. Just a short video today on using reflexive verbs in Spanish and to show you why reflexive verbs are not always reflexive. Now, by reflexive verbs, I'm referring to verbs that carry a pronoun, me, te, se, nos, os, se, which refers to the subject of the verb yo, tú, él, ella, nosotros, vosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes. So, for example, a verb like llamarse, to be called. And you'd conjugate that verb like this using the pronouns me llamo, te llamas, se llama, nos llamamos, os llamáis, se llaman. So these pronouns are, strictly speaking, object pronouns, and the verbs we are talking about are not always reflexive, but are often mistakenly called reflexive verbs. Strictly speaking, we should call them pronominal verbs, verbs with a pronoun. Now, some of them, like llamarse, are truly reflexive, which means the action of the verb refers back to the subject of the verb. Let's take a couple of examples. Nos divertimos mucho. We enjoyed ourselves a lot. Or, for example, te hiciste daño? Did you hurt yourself? So these are truly reflexive verbs because the action of the verb acts on the subject of the verb. And you must use the pronoun here to show this. But these verbs with pronouns are not always reflexive verbs, which is why they should be called pronominal verbs. Let's take a look at this example. Nos vemos a menudo. This is different from the truly reflexive examples earlier, as here we are talking about a reciprocal action. We will see each other. Another example of this could be siempre se mantuvieron en contacto. They always kept in touch with each other. Again, a reciprocal action. So we can use these pronominal verbs to show this reciprocal action between two or more people. The reflexive pronouns can also be used to intensify an action without being truly reflexive. For example, if you were to say, se leyó todo el libro, the book didn't read itself, but this means that she or he read the whole book. It's intensifying the action of reading by using the reflexive pronoun. Another example, me comí todo lo que había. You're not saying, I ate myself. You are intensifying the fact that you ate everything. I ate up everything there was. So be careful with so-called reflexive verbs, as sometimes they're not always reflexive and should be called pronominal verbs. Now, often non-native Spanish speakers also confuse the reflexive and the passive, as they can look exactly the same but have a different meaning. Let's take a look. Se construyeron en 1998. They were built in 1998. So it looks like a reflexive construction using the pronoun se, but this is actually passive. Another example. La carta se envió por correo electrónico. The letter was sent by email. The letter didn't send itself, so it's not reflexive. But it is one of the ways of constructing the passive in Spanish, but it looks like a reflexive verb. There's another video on the passive construction on the YouTube channel, Focus 15 with the Spanish Grammar Guy, so take a look at that. Also, there is a video on using the reflexive pronouns, where to put them in a sentence, so take a look at that too. That's it for now. Please subscribe to Focus 15 with the Spanish Grammar Guy if you want more Spanish grammar tips, and see you soon. Thanks for watching.